tell you guys, you do not need Uplearn to revise for your A-levels. Up and get to work. Another thing is, I'll show you guys how to revise max 5 to 6 hours during exam season without any cramming. It's about your mindset and taking care of yourself. You can achieve your goals, you can achieve your dreams. Hey guys, it's Kiara and today's video is going to be how to revise for your A-levels and get those top grades. So I do bio, chem and economics. A-levels have been a roller coaster, but today I will show you how to get those top grades that you deserve. And trust me guys, nothing is impossible. You can achieve your goals, you can achieve your dreams of getting those top grades, getting into university, a top uni. Let's just move on straight to the video. So first tip is to choose the right A-levels. So you want to choose subjects that you're particularly good at, and you may have to choose some subjects that you might not like but you need a particular course in university. So for my course optometry, I needed bio and chem, or any of the two sciences and maths, so I choose bio and chem. I did not initially wanted economics, but because of my school timetable I had to choose economics because that would fit in with my bio and chem, and I didn't really have that much choice. I could either choose psychology and history, but I chose economics because why not, you know? When I joined our group, most people in our group actually left because they did not find economics it wasn't for them, but I decided to stay. And let me tell you guys, you do not need Uplearn to revise for your A-levels. Uplearn has been super tempting for economics and to do really well in economics, but I decided, why not do it my own? Another thing is, I'll show you guys how to revise max 5 to 6 hours during exam season without any cramming, without no sleep, and basically getting in your 8 hours sleep and doing things that you love during exam period. So stay tuned for the video. I will give you my excellent tip. Okay, so when you're choosing your right A-levels, make sure it's something that you're good at, because it will make it a lot more easier for you to revise and study because you really enjoy that subject. For bio, I did enjoy it initially, but then over time I was like, okay, this is a bit confusing. Once you learn the importance of your subject and through lots of practice, and once you become good at it, then it just becomes a lot more enjoyable, I guess. But I guess for me, I just forced myself to like economics even though I did not like it, and I was very bad at it at the beginning. Let me just tell you, it is possible to do really well in a subject you do not like. It just takes a little bit of effort and time and just encouragement to yourself. Okay, so my second point is the quote by Tim Ferriss, which is, what would this look like if it were easy? What would A-levels look like if it were easy? So I know A-levels seems like a huge thing, a big jump from GCSE, and it's like you're going to have stressful 2 years in school, and I would say yes, but then no. My sixth form life overall has been the best years of my secondary school life or high school. I had loads of time with my friends, my family, and also making new friends, building those new connections to people who I weren't very close with before. I just say enjoy the sixth form life. Yes, it does require sacrifice in terms of sacrificing things that you love to do a lot, or sacrificing going out. So the jump from GCSEs to A-levels is a bit high because the content in A-levels is a lot more heavy just for one paper. However, GCSEs, the content is just really simple for one paper. But altogether, for all of the GCSEs you do and the A-levels you do, if you do 3, then the content will just be around the same. The most important part of A-levels, of succeeding A-levels, is understanding the content. Because there's so much content in one paper, once you understand the content, each topic, bit by bit, step by step, you reread your notes, you'll just get it straight away and you'll just take that to the exam. So you don't need extra, you know, repeating and repeating once you understand the topic when you first learn it. And also it's about your mindset and taking care of yourself, once you're kind to yourself and giving yourself lots of breaks. I gave myself lots of breaks when I felt super pressured or stressed and there's so much things to do. I just took a nap, just a rest, so that I could re-energize myself for the next study session. The mindset of not giving up. Once you see a bad test result or something, you are not going to give up. You are still going to continue and press forward, and that was me with economics. It's possible. Surrounded with people who can motivate you, being surrounded with people who are determined to do well in school has really helped. I'm so grateful to have friends who are so focused on school. Sadly, it is your exam technique that makes a difference. So once you find a very good exam technique, I'd say find one before you enter A-levels. Mine, for my sciences, was flashcards all the way and active recall, spaced repetition. I have a full-on video on the most effective study techniques with also following videos in the description box of that video of people who inspire me, people who have done really well in school because of those techniques. You cannot survive A-levels by reading your notes, guys. You just can't. And once you use those certain techniques, once it comes to exam season, you can actually read your notes, which I have done. You can actually read your notes and remember it. You have got the understanding of that topic once you first learned it. Talking with a friend about your subject and just going through the specification one by one, doing questions, asking them questions, and really making it a lot more active and fun process. I really enjoyed doing active recall with my friends as well, and doing study calls with them. It's also just nice to be surrounded with those people, as I said. Even with one of my friends, we decided to do a marathon. At the end of the day, we would just send each other what topics we've completed that day, and it just kind of made it a challenge. And remember, studying is a challenge, guys, but it's a challenge that we can all do. I know studying for 8 hours, 6 hours seems like a lot, but trust me, I started with 3 to 4 hours, and that was even difficult for me at the beginning, but over time it gets a lot more easier. Okay, so fourth tip, following with exam technique, is exam questions. And let me tell you, this is like the secret weapon. Repetitive, because everyone says exam questions are so beautiful. It is, because it literally, you want to be the mark scheme. Once you look at the science questions, you just know, like, you want to remember the answers, and especially the answers you got wrong, so that next time when you see that question again or a similar question, boom, you know the mark scheme, you know what to write, you know the points. So for economics, it would be essay plans. I would just write out all the essay plans, put it on flashcards, a A4 piece of paper. Another secret weapon that's kind of personal to me is my slides. So yes, guys, I know I made slides of each topic with the following questions, and the questions that I will put on that, it will be the question and then the answer on the next slide. The questions would be the ones that I got wrong when I do end of topic exam questions on physics and math tutor. By the way, all of my resources will be down below, and I will have a separate video for each of my subjects to help you guys out. And then every morning, if I get that question wrong, if I write out that slide number, and then the next day, the following day, I would just look at my slide numbers, and then I would just go back to them, see if I get them right, tick it off. If I do not get them right, I have to do it later in the day or the next day. This ensures that every question I see, I know the answer to them. This is beautiful for the sciences and maths. But for economics and essay subjects, I just recommend writing out essay plans. How did I study 5 hours a day? Maximum each day after school, I would just do 3 hours. Weekends would be 5 hours. And this is something that I had to do and discipline myself each day. So after school, it will be 5 to 8 o'clock. I'll just take that time to study, and then obviously after 8 o'clock I can do whatever I want. I can just relax. And also in the mornings, it would just be 1 hour revision. So that would be 6 to 7, and that would be so nice. Just reinforce that knowledge that I learned yesterday into the next day, if you get what I mean. So it's kind of like spaced repetition. You want to make sure you revise constantly so that you don't regret the missed days that you haven't revised. So this is why I'll pop in my timetable right now. decided what subjects I would revise in my free time, and this was my free time in school, and I'd always keep it the same. I would never change it, but for exam period I do change it. So my tip number 5 is to be serious. So during my free times, I always went to the library to study because the sixth form centre was always so noisy. I don't know about your sixth form centre, but everyone is just, you know, talking and having their own conversations and basically killing time. But I decided to go to the library on my own. I didn't have the same frees as my friends, so I was literally alone, and I'll just pull up my laptop and get to work. I would either recap my lessons from yesterday or the lesson from today. Always come prepared and make sure that after every topic you go through the topic exam questions. And my tip number 6 would be self-care. So obviously, as I said earlier, you got to be kind to yourself and nice to yourself, and don't pressure yourself too much that you have to sit down and do 6 hours of work. You don't need to do that. You can do minimal hours as long as it is effective and as long as you reach your goal by the end of the day. A-level has taught me how to really self-care myself and to not pressure myself when the workload gets heavy, but to take loads of breaks. And if I do not finish a topic by the end of the day, I would say, okay, let's just do this tomorrow morning. My 7th tip is to enjoy A-level life, and I know that sounds so weird. How can you enjoy A-level life? Yes, it is a roller coaster. However, it can mold you and shape you into become a more stronger person when it comes to exam season. In the upcoming mocks throughout year 13, I just pressed forward. I learned from my mistakes from before. Yeah, it's not easy. It is easier said than done, but honestly, as a mini encouragement, you can do it. And A-levels doesn't mean you cannot go out and enjoy and live life. You obviously have a life. What my best friend's been telling me, you always have time for other people. You always have time to do things that you love and time to, you know, take care of yourself. So you can do the 8 hours work, 8 hours sleep, and 8 hours do whatever you want. April holidays, which I was supposed to use for like year 13 stuff, I still went out with my family, and during February holidays still went out with my family. We went on holiday, and yes, after that I did actually revise during that, but after that just cracked on. I used that as a little refreshment. Once you're consistent with studying and you're motivated from the very beginning, make sure you watch all of those A-level motivation study technique videos from top students. It will help you so much to be super prepared. I was super prepared, and that helped me to be consistent throughout the whole years. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any other tips, and if you have finished your A-levels, then pop them down below. If you have any other questions, then again pop them down below. I'll hopefully answer all of them. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Really soon I'll be posting some uni videos in September, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.